Quidio 4, chapters 9 through 11, advanced problem, matched pairs test, determining significance of evidence. So for the parameter of interest for this problem, we're looking at the difference in growth between the tomatoes that are grown with additives and the tomatoes grown without additives. So for our H, our null hypothesis is that the mu of the additive tomatoes is minus the mu of the no additive tomatoes is going to be equal to 0. The ha is the mu of A is greater than the mu of N, and A is additive, N is no additive. So for the A, randomness is stated in the problem. Normality is not reasonable as stated in the problem, that we can't assume normality because of the numbers that were given here, but we should always proceed with caution. So for N, name the test, it's a matched pairs test. For T, you have mean of A minus mean of N minus mu of A minus mu of N, and this is going to be equal to 0 for a matched pairs test because we're basically stating up here that it should be equal to 0 because we want the same outcome. And that's going to be over the standard deviation over the square root of N. So we're going to plug in negative 2.015 because here we are given the difference between the mean of control and treatment. So no additives, additives, difference is here. Minus 0 for the matched pairs over 1.163, that's the difference in standard deviations for control, additive, and that's over square root of 12 because we see that we have a n of 12. And that's going to get us negative 6.001861. And if we go onto our t-score chart and we go to the p-value, it's going to be less than 0.0005, and then we have an alpha level of 0.05 and the degree of freedom of 11. So for the M and the S of phantoms, we reject the HO that the mean difference in growth between the tomatoes with additives and the tomatoes without additives is equal to 0 based on the p-value of less than 0.0005 being less than our alpha of 0.05.